Hey everybody, this is Juan, editor at kicksonfire.com. We're coming to you live on a Sunday night. Yeah, no, it's been kind of hot the past couple days. I didn't feel like recording during the daytime because that would just be hot and miserable. And you really don't want to hear me hot and miserable. That would just be a bummer for everybody involved. So anyways, so we're recording this on a Sunday night. So as many of you know, this past Friday we were invited by Nike Baseball to check out the Nike Lunar Trout 2, Mike Trout's second signature shoe. Got to go to the media event to see the debut, and then we headed out to Angel Stadium to actually put them on and try them out and actually get a good run in them actually out on the field at Angel Stadium, which is quite a thrill. You'll check it out on kicksonfire.com. There's going to be a full story once you see this video go live. So one of the things that they did give us was, of course, like they always do when we have these kinds of events, when they try out new stuff, is a bag of goodies, of course, which includes the Lunar Trout too. But we want to show you guys what we also get. There's also the other peripheral stuff. So here is a Nike baseball backpack. It's kind of similar to last year's backpack. They also gave us a similar pack last year, which was also black and Volt. This kind of seems like the flip version of it, where what was Volt this year was black last year, and what was black last year is now Volt. So it's kind of just like a flip version, and I'm a big sucker for Volt, not gonna lie. So this is pretty cool. So let's see what is inside. Alright, okay, so first up we've got some Nike baseball shorts. Alright, wore these out during the trial of the Trout 2. Like the design. Retains the Vapor logo. They're not calling it the Vapor Trout this year, they're just calling it the Lunar Trout. So a bunch of people asked why that was, but as a lot of people know, Vapor is kind of like what they call their latest innovations and all that good stuff. So last year the Vapor Trout was like their latest thing, and they're moving on to other things for this year. So there's the shorts. And next up we've got a Mike Trout t-shirt. Okay, right here. So here's the design of it. So it's based off the Lunar Trout 2 blueprint colorway. Of course, people are calling Mike Trout basically like the blueprint of what a modern baseball player is like today, and kind of reflects in like the apparel as well. So we've got a blueprint design. It's got his jersey number right there, and then we've kind of got like a lot of technical stuff here. And then is one of the nice touches is that they're really implementing the actual trout into Mike's like iconography this year. So we've got that, and then it's also going to be on the shoe, so we'll go check that out right now. Okay, so here is the Nike Lunar Trout 2 Turf. So many of you know last year they came out with the Lunar Trout 1. It was just for baseball cleats. Unfortunately, and I did like the design of the Lunar Trout, and unfortunately we didn't actually get a chance to have a turf version of that. So, and since I don't play baseball, I was in tough luck. So this year, at least now, and much to Mike's actual, when we got a chance to talk to him, his joy is now there's a turf version for people to wear, for training, running, and just walking out, because it's nice to be able to spread the Trout brand now beyond just baseball fans, and of course hardcore Nike fans. So here is the Trout 2 Turf. So there's the baseball cleats. So a couple of differences in terms of like the design. You've probably seen official pictures and pictures from like other sites and other blogs. You'll notice that there's a big difference in terms of like, well, not necessarily a big difference, but there is a difference in terms of like a couple of hues in terms of like the difference between the cleated version and the turf version. So on the cleated version, there is a swoosh right here on the toe, which is a very popular thing for Nike to do nowadays. It's not on the turf version. And then the swoosh, which is here on the turf version, is actually placed like around here, and it wraps around on the cleated version. So it kind of wraps around like this. Kind of reminds me of the Zoom Rebus, which is kind of funny because the design director for Nike baseball is Ken Link, who designed the Zoom Rebus. Even though when we did get a chance to talk to him, he said that he actually didn't have much to do with like the actual design of the Trout 2, but that was one of the things I noticed about the cleated version, was like the swoosh wraps around, kind of similar to the Revis 2. So, the Revis 1. So, okay. And then of course, a couple of things about the shoe itself. It's got Lunar, of course it's called Lunar Trout 2. The upper consists of like engineered mesh and Nike skin. So this is actually like engineered mesh underneath, and then this is a synthetic material up top. So it allows for like, you know, graphics such as, you know, the blueprint theme. And so you got like Trout right here, and then a couple more numbers. You know, baseball is such big on numbers. And then right here, wrapping it around, got a baseball diamond, gloves, and then we got Trout right here. And then we've got, well, you can actually barely see it, but there's a trout, an actual trout fish right here. So this is the launch colorway of the Trout 2 Turf. They're calling it the blueprint colorway. So when we got to talk to Mike, they also mentioned there will be additional colorways coming soon. But of course, you know, since they're not talking about that right now, we couldn't, you know, pry that information away for what exactly we hope to see. Hopefully there's going to be a rainbow trout, like a multicolored kind of crazy version of the Trout 2. So moving along, so we've got like the fly wire right here, so for lockdown and all that good stuff. And then well, let's talk about like actually wearing the shoe. So when we got the chance to actually try it on Angel Stadium, just running around with these, felt great. It's probably like one of the best like trainers turf shoes I've ever worn in terms of like comfort. You know, the Lunar really, like, you know, is a standout here. I don't know if it's like improved over the past couple of years, but like, you know, putting these on and like, you know, running around on the field, it really felt comfortable. It really felt great. Actually, like, you know, putting them on and actually, like, you know, getting a chance to use them. So another thing too, I don't know if you can see because the lighting's not that great. You see like the Mike's face right there. And then on the other shoe, a trout, because of course there's a trout right there. Alright, so in terms of like the look of the shoe, I appreciate the look of the shoe. I think it's pretty cool. Is this going to be like a shoe that we're going to see a lot of, like, you know, people wear out on the street? Not likely, unless they actually, like, you know, release more colorways that are more like street friendly. One of the things when I first saw these, I was like, the first thing that I thought came to mind was, what if they made the Nike skin right here white, and then this area right here black, and then the swoosh was gold? Might sound something interesting to you guys. I don't know. It sounded great to me when I was thinking about it in my head. So yeah, no, if they come out with a black, white, and gold colorway of this, maybe if, you know, Mike goes far deep into the playoffs, the Angels, and they do well, you know, you never know. It's a long ways, you know, if they make the playoffs or not, but who knows? Maybe that could happen, or maybe, you know, we'll just see that release in the future. Maybe there's a Nike ID version, hopefully, so you never know. Okay, so thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Juan, editor at kicksonfire.com, and you just saw the Nike Lunar Trout 2 Turf, and all this good stuff from Nike Baseball. Thanks for watching. Oh, and now, another thing I forgot. Oops, that's going to be bad. These will be available October 3rd for $120 at Nike.com, I believe, exclusively. Thanks for watching.